That's what we're doing today.
Martin O'Donnell from the 12 Hotel in Barna in County Galway is with us. Hi again, Martin.
Hey, Martin. How are you?
Morning, Tommy.
This is lamb curry.
This is lamb curry, yeah. We've done a little twist on it. We're using the lamb neck for the curry, so it's got a lovely kind of combination of fat and meat, and it's going to really braise down really nice and slowly into
This is a slow cooker, is it?
It takes about an hour, Tommy,
Right.
about an hour and a half for the meat. Again, it just depends on the size that you cut the meat, so it is kind of important that you taste it as you're going along.
And
so,
how big did you get this cut of meat? What are we talking about in terms of feeding a family of four, say?
it's about a 500 gram piece, so that is actually the neck itself. You can use other pieces, any pieces that are available, you can use them. It doesn't necessarily have to be the neck, but I just find that it's the nice combination of fat and meat to it.
There's a surprising amount of meat, though. I thought when you said neck, it would be really stringy and...
Not at all,
struggling
not
to
at
find
all.
the meat in
And
it.
the great thing about this curry, it's, you know, you're coming into winter, it's got this lovely slow cooked idea. It can be done in the morning, it can be left. You could start it as I'm going to do today. Going to start the sauce. It's quite easy, it's quite simple. There's not a major amount of ingredients. It's stuff that you would and should have at home.
Smell the garlic. What you pop in there?
So what I
Garlic
have
and
in
oil?
here is just onions and garlic. I'm going to pop in a bay leaf.
That is shallots.
Shallots again,
Yeah.
favourite.
Martin's a big shallots man.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He always
Puts them in everything.
Always have shallots, yeah.
Yeah.
So onion, shallots, garlic, bay leaf and lime leaf. Then I'm going to add in my spices.
Lime leaf?
Yeah, so it's
okay.
really prevalent in curries. So I have curry powder, so it's about 2 tablespoons of each. So I have curry, ginger, cumin, coriander.
Is that a mild, medium, strong
It's not
curry
quite
powder?
spicy, it's more of a fragrant curry. It's not at all kind of
The
hot.
curry
and-
powder you use, though,
This one is the curry, it's a Madras curry, so
Madras
it's not
curry.
spiced, it's more of a
Okay.
flavour.
Oh, that's good. And you can spice it up, I presume, if you,
You
want.
can, if you wanted at this stage, you could pop in a
What's that you're putting in?
This one is smoked paprika. It's one of my favourite
so
spices.
just recap then on the spices then you're going to use.
So
Just
I have
simple.
cumin, coriander, ginger, smoked paprika, and
That other one.
yeah. So there should be 6. And what we do is,
Details on the website, recipe on the website, etc., as well.
so it's quite simple. Shallots, garlic, in it goes. We toast off the 6 spices, and you get that lovely kind of paste. Now, going to add in the diced lamb. So in it goes. It's about half a kilo, nicely diced. So again, quite simple. If you buy the spices, you can use them for other things. You can use it for lamb curry, beef curry.
Yeah.
You could use them for different kind of.
So you're just coating all of the meat
So you
there in
kind
the
of toss
spice.
the lamb in it. It gets that nice kind of coating around all of the meat.
Okay.
Next one, chopped tomatoes. Very basic. Again, chopped tomatoes go in. About a can, a normal small can size. In they go.
Is that all, yeah?
That's it. It's
Yeah.
about a can.
What would you be serving this with then? What's
Fragrant
the
rice. A really lovely basmati rice that's fragrant. Or naan bread, couscous, frika, anything. This one is like a stock cube. It's a little bit of chicken stock cube. So again, it just adds some nice flavour to it.
Okay.
Sweet chilli sauce gives a lovely sweetness to it.
Oh,
So I
no,
know everyone has
interesting.
bottles of this stuff in the fridge that they never use it.
Yeah.
So it's a lovely way of getting it in.
So
And
that mixed with the tomatoes, never thought of that.
yeah. So
Well,
you get
sometimes I would put a bit of mango chutney in a curry, so it's the same
Yeah.
thing as a bit of sweetness,
yeah,
isn't it?
Very beautiful. Going to give it a little smoked salt, and then some coconut milk. So
That's a lot of coconut milk.
we won't use it all.
Now that's
Right.
very thick. So you know when you buy a can of coconut milk, so I would use it a lot cooking, but it's more like water, and the density is at the top, and so the whole thing is too watery. Whereas that's quite thick now. Is that just out of a can as well?
Yeah, the most important thing is
A
to
tin
shake
rather.
it and give it a good mix first, so it's all together.
Ah, right.
that must have
Rather
been
than
what I was
open
doing
it, you pour all the water and you
Yeah.
go, oh, that's it. But you shake it well, and then
Shake before pouring
shake before opening it, and then give it a quick mix. And what you're left with is this lovely, creamy, tomatoey curry. The accompaniment we're going to serve it with is a cucumber riata, so it's like a traditional dip. Cucumber, a little take on it. There's sheep's yogurt we're using. It's a quite lovely, fragrant flavour, a bit
And why
lighter.
sheep's yogurt? Why'd you decide on that?
I think it's a bit milder than normal natural yogurt. I find it can be quite tangy, the natural. So with the cucumber, just cut it in half, and we're just going to take out the seeds. The seeds can make it quite watery. Just
Okay.
So all you do is run your teaspoon along it. The teaspoon is the proper size for it. And then we've cut in quarters. Run a knife kind of through it, or you can grate it. So it's quite simple.
I'm always nervous about your fingers when you do that. That knife is.
Me too.
He's an expert. He's in control here.
fresh mint from the garden.
This is a classic one
Lovely.
in Indian restaurants with your curry
Yes,
at the
yes.
side dish of raita.
And
It's very easy, isn't it? Like,
It's so simple. It's so simple.
Yeah.
It's just some lovely
cucumber, mint, and a bit of yogurt.
Cucumber, mint, some lovely yogurt, some salt, and a little squeeze of lemon juice.
Now, do you have that on a high heat there?
I have it on a high heat at the moment to bring it up to kind of a boil.
Okay.
So at that moment, it's up there. You can see now that it's starting to simmer. So what we do is we turn it down to just below half power, and it's going to simmer for about an hour. And then we'll come back, we'll finish it with some lovely veggies. We'll get the veggies in right at the end so they don't overcook.
what are you looking for in the lamb for it to be sort of crumbly, falling apart, or a little bit of resistance, or
I think a little
when
bit
do you know it's finished, basically?
when it's soft and tender.
Yeah.
And I think that's the important thing about when you're doing a curry, is before you put in the veggies, finish it and plate it, and then you go, oh, it's really tough. Is to taste it first. And if it is that little bit tough, because it can depend on the meat, the quality, where you buy, stuff like that. So it's important to taste it first. If it is a little bit tough, add a little bit more coconut, give it another 20 minutes. It's not,
Okay.
you can't overcook it, you know,
Yeah.
so that's
So
really...
if the sauce begins to reduce, add a little bit more coconut, another
and a little
15,
bit of
20.
tomato, and it's just so important to taste first, then say it's absolutely beautiful in the pot. Finish off with your veggies, as we'll see later on, and then plate it up when it's perfect.
So in the next section, you will finish off the veggies, do the fragrant rice.
Yes, in the next element, we're going to
be
do
all
a
ready
lovely
to go.
fragrant coconut and sultana basmati rice to serve with it. And then we'll be adding the veggies right at the end, just so they're that
Yeah.
perfectly cooked stage. So just to reiterate, we're going to let it kind of mellow over the next half an hour or so, just to get the freshness out through the mint and the cucumber, and eat perfect with our curry.
Lovely
Cool.
stuff.